Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne's Sharp World, where today we are taking a look at another new offering from Kansept Knives. And this one here is coming from a designer or a knife company that has collabed with Kansept to make another production run, or a production run of this version. They've had some production runs in the past, not through Kansept, but of some very popular knives. This is not that model, but it is the first time I've ever seen this model from this knife company. And from Spyderco Knife Company, this is the Kansept Thoth. Now, before I go any further into this review, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. If you like what you see, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, follow along, and I will continue to bring you the content. Now, let's take a look at some overall specs on this knife right here. We have an overall length coming in at 8.03 inches, a blade length of 3.43 inches, and a blade thickness at 137 thousandths. Blade material on this guy, you're seeing it more and more from Kansept, and that's a beautiful thing. 20 CV, just an amazing EDC blade type of steel. It's arguably the best blade steel you can get for a folding knife anyway. I mean, Magna Cut's always attractive, and so is S90V, but 20 CV still just checks all the boxes for me personally. A clip point style blade with a razor thin, deep hollow grind. Kansept continues to impress me with their hollow grinds. This thing is so good. A handle length of 4.6 inches and a handle thickness at 533 thousandths. Handle material on this guy, we have carbon fiber and titanium. There are some other versions using like fat carbon or camo carbon. So keep an eye out for those as well. We have kind of like a hybrid liner lock slash frame lock. Obviously, it's the frame extending up into really what is more of a liner lock. So yeah, nice design. I like where they're going with this. A lot of nice details in this lock area that we'll talk about here in a second. User of a right hand only tip up carry. Weight coming in 4.52 ounces, as I already alluded to, designed by Spyderco Knife Company. And the price on this guy is going to range from $200 up to $248, depending on the type of version you go with. Some of the versions that come with camo carbon, those are going to be the ones that are going to be up there more towards that $248 range. But now, with that out of the way, let's take a look at some size comparisons on this knife and see how it stacks up to some other knives you may be a little more familiar with. Bring out this guy right here, the Tatayas. That's another one. I've just really been enjoying this guy lately. Pretty similar, actually a little shorter than the Tatayas, which was kind of surprising. Kaiser Escort here. Escort should line up pretty well with it, but it's actually just a little shorter. Let's see. Let's get the Tatayas down. Let's bring out this guy. This should be pretty close. The Civivi Conspirator. Actually, just a little longer. So there you go. Right in between the Escort and the Conspirator in terms of length. And there's your size comparisons. Let's talk about this knife. This is one to where if I would have waited to do the best Kansept knives of all time, this is probably a top 5 Kansept. This thing is large part and due to the design from Spyderco Knife Company. They have been making some incredible designs lately, and the way they incorporate the upper ergos, the ergos of the choil area, and the spine of the blade into the actual handle and how you hold this guy in hand. They've been doing some really, really good things. They had another run of another one of their designs come out a while back that I wasn't able to get a hold of one. But man, oh man, they are coming out with some excellent designs, and I'm really, really excited to see designers or companies like Spyderco combining with Kansept to bring us some products, because this is a really, really good one. And as I said, one of the best Kansept knives I've handled. I'm not even going to beat around the bush with this one. We're not going to save it till the end, because this is just, it's that good. The blade is very unique, very slicey. Just a little bit of a clip up there. Kind of has that Tonto-ish little area here. At the end of the day, that's probably going to, as you sharpen this, that could very well just sharpen out, and it's going to sharpen like a drop point, I guess is the best way to put it. So you don't have to worry about this being a tricky knife to sharpen. If you know how to sharpen a drop point, you're probably going to be just fine sharpening this guy. There's not much of a difference there because it's just not much of a tip. You can barely see it. The hollow grind. Kansept is one of the best out there with these hollow grinds. I mean, this thing gets thin, oh man, about halfway through the blade and just stays thin. 15 thousandths behind the edge, nice and slicey. Just a beautifully gorgeous razor sharp blade. Really like what Kansept is doing in the grinding aspect of their blades. Doing a really, really good job. And again, 20 CV, how can you not like it, right? I mean, I don't think there's anyone out there that doesn't like 20 CV / M390. It's basically the same steel, just from different companies. The blade cutout works really well. Nice size. It's wide, it's long, so you can get it up high, you can get it down low, and either way, it's going to be pretty easy to deploy that blade. The handle, very, very nice, smooth handle. You get just enough of a choil there, as I said earlier. It just works really, really well in terms of just feeling good, feeling natural. Doesn't feel like you have to put your fingers where you don't want them or where they don't belong. Just a really, really nice design. If you don't want to use the choil, you don't have to. You can choke back and it's still easily a full 4-finger grip. And it'll give you just a little more power to, maybe push through a little more challenging cuts. Carbon fiber is perfect. I mean, no blemishes, no nothing. Very, very smooth all the way around. Nice chamfering. Like what they did with the little insert up here. Just different. Kind of helps keep the carbon fiber in place. Adds a little extra visual element that looks good. And yeah, it works. I think it works really well. Nice bronze anodization and a really nice pocket clip. Fully contoured and 3D milled. So yeah, just really, really nice. Feels good in hand. No issue with the pocket clip whatsoever. Goes over all your pocket hems. No issue there. Perfect amount of tension. I have no complaints with this one. I really don't. I think especially I think this version here is coming in around, I want to say $219, or this might even be a $200 version. $200 or $219, I can't remember. But the price, at that price, is 100% good to go for me. Again, this is a more of a separate company in Spare Knife that's collabing with Kansept. So you'll always have to, when it's not an in-house design, that's always going to add a little more to the price, but you should have no problem paying for that because you're paying for the designer's skill, the designer's artistic creation here in what you have with the Thoth. And I think it's the Thoth. It may be the Thoth. If it's the Thoth, then I'm just going to sound like Mike Tyson the whole time I say this name. So we'll find out. I'm sure I'll get corrected in the comments if it should be Thoth, but we'll go with Thoth until I am corrected if need be. But yeah, this is just a really, really good one. Really love the design language, love the ergos, love the action. This is an A+ for me. I don't really have any issue with it. I think it's great, and I hope to see more collaborations with Sparrow Knife Company and Kansept in the future. And that's it, guys. That's the Thoth. Let me know what you think of this one. Really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.